Hey everybody, I am coming making this video message and I want to tell you all to be settled. Let me say that again. Be settled. The reason why I'm making this video is because when you get to a certain age and a certain place or a certain chapter in your life, you grow, or you should, I should say, be growing to a point where you are simply settled with wherever you are in life. And I'm saying to be settled with wherever you are in life because each one of us has a different journey and a different chapter that we are at for different reasons. Some people are at the place or in the chapter they're at because of decisions they've made. Some people are where they are because they've planned their life and moving to the next level around other people that they love or care for. Some people are at a certain place that they didn't necessarily ask for, but for right now, they have to be in that place until God gives them the provision, the finances, and the help that they need to help them go from point A to point B. The point that I'm making is that you got to be settled, baby, wherever you are. A lot of people out here, they have a point to prove. They want to prove a point to people so they can be proud of them. And nothing is wrong with that. I'm not saying it's wrong to want to make certain people that you respect or look up to proud of you. But you all know, just like I know, some people who want others or certain particular people to be proud of them, they have a point to prove to them because they know that they feel some type of way about what they've seen their life go through. If they've been through failures or they've struggled or they've seen a lot of bad things go on with that person, when someone feels like they have to work overtime or accomplish a lot to get into the good graces or to earn the love and respect of other people, they are not settled with where they are. When you know the Lord, or when you are getting to know the Lord and you are drawing closer to Him, He will give you the confidence that you need to be settled with where you are, because God understands that where you are is exactly where He wants you. And until He strikes and He speaks to you, He gives you instructions, or He places an impression upon your spirit to move, to go to the next level, to change something that you've been doing, or to switch up a routine because it is familiar to you or it makes you comfortable, you have to be settled with that because Christ already is. Anything that goes on with His sons and His daughters, He already knows about it. And just because you have doubts, just because you have questions, just because you may assume that God has left you, or just because you feel that because God may not be answering you when you're praying to Him or when you're in your quiet moments, you may take that as, well, there's something that I did that was wrong. I made a mistake. I should be further than where I am. I should be doing more. I should have accomplished more at this age that I am. I want to tell you again, you've got to be settled with where you are. It's a funny thing that some people do when they will pass judgments on where they feel you are in your life. They don't know what it is that you've gone through bit by bit. They don't know what it is you're battling, whether it's openly, mentally, or spiritually. It could also be physically. They don't have all of the facts concerning you and your life or even your movement. But what I want you all to take away from this message is that You don't have to drain yourself. You don't have to work yourself. You don't have to be stressed out. You don't have to cry. You don't have to be ashamed or embarrassed because you feel like a lot of other people are ahead of you, but you are still at the starting point, or you are still at the same place from the past 2, 5, 10, 15, 20 years. At your pace and at the pace God has you going, always know that behind the scenes and in the background, God is working out other things. He does not always have to tell us exactly what he's doing. He does not always have to send somebody to confirm what he's doing or what he's going to do. He does not always have to give us a hint or a clue or tell us anything about what his next move is going to be with us. See, God working on you and God working in your life, grace and mercy is there for you. His patience, his love, his understanding is there for you. Because sometimes when you are in a season and you know you have to let certain people go, you know you have to let certain places go, you know you have to let certain things go, it is difficult for a lot of people to do that. Because of how you feel about people, because of the experiences you've had with people, because of you being concerned about money, because of you maybe feeling unworthy, because of you beating yourself up, because of what you know is imperfect about you, you may have a very hard time and a struggle with making certain moves. Although you know God has impressed it upon your spirit to make a move and to step out. But that's why through his grace and his mercy, he will allow you and keep you exactly where you are so you can come into the understanding of, okay, I'm battling fear. I fear stepping out. I fear making a move. I fear switching up my routine. I fear starting something that I know I have the knowledge to start. I know I have the resources to start it, but I still have doubts. That grace and mercy is there for you because God is giving you the opportunity to trust in him more than you trust in your reasoning, your thoughts, and you being so self-conscious and overly self-aware that now you're stuck. You're stuck and you're not going forward. That's what I love about the Lord. He gives us so much, an abundance of his grace and his mercy for us to be able to come to ourselves and say, you know what, I have wasted a lot of time here. I've been at this place too long. Now it is time for me to do something different. Be settled with where you are without making announcements, without explaining yourself, without telling people or trying to go out of your way to prove to people that you are somebody. Don't go out of your way trying to prove to people that you are important, that you are worthy, that you are valuable, that you are intelligent, that you are anointed, that you are called, that you are able to do things that they may doubt that you can or can't do. Be settled with where you are. Because no matter what outside people think of you, no matter what they say about you, no matter what information they believe they have on you, no matter what they've had front row seats to see unfold in your life, you be settled with where you are because God is always working for you, even when you don't know he's working for you. But prepare yourself, because when God does something new in you and when he is ready to, like I said at the beginning of this message, when he's ready to strike, when he is ready to take you to a new level, when he's ready to turn your life around, don't feel weird. Don't feel uncomfortable. You really don't need to explain to anybody what happened with you and how were you able to get from point A to point B. How were you able to open that business and it's successful? How now are you glowing and you're happy? How did you meet this man, ladies, or you meet this woman, fellas, and now you're deeply in love? Some people sit and they wait to see what it is and who it is you're going to become before they value you and before they respect you, or before they reach out and they try to build a friendship with you or a connection with you. A lot of people do that. When you are not at the place that even society tells you to be at, some people at a distance, they watch you, they keep tabs on you. And if you are not secure in the Lord, if you are not confident and you don't know fully that, you know what, Father, I know that you are constantly working for me. I know that you are doing things behind the scenes that I don't know about and that I don't understand. So I'm going to just be settled. I'm going to be happy where I am. I'm going to still be confident. I'm going to live my life. I can't be concerned about what other people think of me or what they say about me or even spreading what they know about me. I have to focus on where you have me now, and I'm good with that. I'm settled. All the more that you want me to have, you're going to either bring it to me in your timing, or your spirit is going to come up on me to give me that strength, that energy, the finances, everything that I need in order to start building on what you have destined me to build. When you see a lot of people who are always explaining themselves to other people, we've all been guilty of this. Always feel the need to have a conversation with somebody, to go to lunch with somebody, to text somebody, to call somebody on the phone, to explain to them or clear up what it is they are working on or what they are doing. Or you're hanging your head down and you're depressed and you're down in the dumps because you know people view you a certain way and you know that they feel. Some of them may have verbalized to you that they feel you should be further in life, or you shouldn't be doing a particular thing, or you shouldn't be with a certain person. Whatever it is, you be settled with where you are. Because some of you may say, well, I'm not going to be settled with where I am because I know it's more in me. I know that it's more that I can be doing. I know that I'm supposed to be further in my life. I know that it's more that I have to accomplish. Yes, it indeed is, but you got to be settled, because as long as you are following the Lord, this is the point. For those that still don't understand and you are not connecting the message, the point is, as long as you are with the Lord and you have not left the Lord, you have not turned your back on him, you have not left the faith, God is always going to be on your side. God is always on your team. He always has something planned for you. Even when other people don't believe it or think it or see it, even when you don't believe it, think it or see it, God has something for you in his perfect timing and in his season. Be settled. Before I end this message, I want to tell you all, settle your mind, settle your body, settle your spirit, settle your emotions, and stop worrying about where you need to go, what you need to buy, what you need to do, and who you need to speak to as far as explaining yourself or proving yourself and who you are and what you're about. When you're settled, you are more silent. You are more silent. Someone who isn't settled, they are always constantly talking. They're constantly talking. They're always in some level of bickering, falling outs, arguing with people, going back and forth with them because their spirit is not settled. Their mind is not settled. Their emotions is not settled. And if you are one of those people who are caught up online with watching the lives of other people, that actually will stir up your emotions and your spirit and your mind and put you in a place. If you really are not settled and confident with where you are in life, you'll go out here and do whatever you can to prove to people that you are somebody, that you are the main character. A lot of people, they walk around with that attitude. They want to be the main character. They want to be the center of attention. They want all the respect from everybody that they come across. But the reality is that you're not going to be respected by everybody. You're not going to be liked by everybody. Everybody is not going to want you around. Everybody is not going to want to hear your voice. Everybody is not going to care about your testimony. Everybody is not going to care about who you are and what it is you bring or what it is you have to offer. They don't care. Some people do. But there are more people who probably really don't care to hear anything you have to say than it is people that do want to hear something you have to say, or they want to see what you come with. When you settle, you don't even get caught up in none of that. You do not get caught up in it. You can come away from Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, where you know nothing about what is going on in the lives of other people. You don't have anxiety issues. You are not nervous about coming back online after you've taken a sabbatical or a hiatus and people don't know what's going on with you. They have not heard from you. They have not seen you. They want to know what happened to you. A settled man or a settled woman, they don't care. They are out here living their life in real time. They are not doing anything for an algorithm. They are not doing anything to impress naysayers, people that told them they would never be anything, people that laughed at them, people that clowned them. I don't care if they clowned you when you were in grammar school, high school, college. I don't care if they clown you now. A settled man or a settled woman is more silent. They are confident where they are. And they look down on the fact of, do I need to prove anything to anybody? I don't think so. Even someone trying to tell them or putting them in a position where they feel like you should prove and show people what you're about and what you've been working on. No, you don't. A settled man or a settled woman, they don't have to do any of that. They don't have to do any of that. They allow people to run with whatever narrative they want to run with, because they are strong with where they are. You get a whole new attitude as you grow in God. All you care to do is please Him and hope and pray that you are in good standing with Him, to where He's happy with you, what you're putting out, how you're living, how you're treating other people. That's all you really care about. Yes, you love people, you care about people, you care about the well-being of others. But when you're settled, your focal point in your everyday living and life is, God, are you happy with me? What is your next plans for me? in a second phase of my life, or if you're in a third phase of your life, you're older, you only need to be concerned about if you are in good standing with the Lord and what his next move or plans are for you. Be settled. Be settled. That's the video message. Well, guys, it's time for me to go because I have some other things to do. The Lord willing, I will be back with another video message. If any one of you have taken offense to anything I spoke about in this video, it's okay. It's all right. I'm not worried about it. I am not concerned because I know you will forgive me in the morning.